Welcome to Walking Through the Word with Jordan Jackson. In today's episode, we'll be diving into the Book of Leviticus. This ancient text is filled with teachings on holiness, sacrifices, and the role of the Israelites as God's chosen people. So, grab your Bibles and join us as we explore the rich history and teachings of Leviticus. The Book of Leviticus is the third book of the Hebrew Bible, and it is part of the Torah. It is named after the tribe of Levi, and it contains the laws and instructions given to the Israelites by God through the prophet Moses. The Book of Leviticus deals with a wide range of topics, including sacrifice, offerings, ritual purity, and the duties of the priests. It also includes the Holiness Code, which lays out the standards of behavior for the Israelites as God's chosen people. The Book of Leviticus is an important text in Judaism, as it is considered to be a guide for living a holy and righteous life. It is also a significant text for Christians, as it foreshadows the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus and the role of the church as a kingdom of priests. Whether you are a scholar or just someone seeking a deeper understanding of the Bible, the Book of Leviticus is a fascinating and rewarding read. The Book of Leviticus is part of the Torah, which is the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible. According to tradition, the Torah was written by the prophet Moses, who is also considered to be the author of Leviticus. Moses was an Israelite who was chosen by God to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt and to the promised land of Canaan. He played a central role in the story of the Exodus, which is the founding myth of Judaism. In addition to his role as a political and military leader, Moses was also a religious figure, and he received the 10 Commandments and other laws and instructions from God on Mount Sinai. The Book of Leviticus is believed to have been written by Moses at the same time as the other books of the Torah. It is likely that the laws and instructions contained in the book were transmitted orally by Moses to the Israelites, and they were later written down and compiled into the book that we know today. The Book of Leviticus is an important part of the Hebrew Bible, as it has had a significant influence on Judaism and Christianity. The Book of Leviticus is divided into 3 main sections. The first section deals with the duties and responsibilities of the priests, and it includes instructions on how to offer sacrifices and offerings to God. The second section, known as the Holiness Code, contains laws and regulations that outline the standards of behavior for the Israelites as God's chosen people. This section covers a wide range of topics, including sexual conduct, cleanliness, and the treatment of the poor and disadvantaged. The third section of the Book of Leviticus contains a series of laws and regulations that are specific to the Israelites, including laws on property, inheritance, and the treatment of slaves. It also includes the laws of the Sabbath and the festivals, which are still observed by Jews today. In addition to its legal and moral content, the Book of Leviticus is also notable for its literary style and structure. The book is written in the form of a legal code, with a series of laws and regulations that are organized into chapters and verses. Many of the laws are introduced with the phrase, "And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying," and they are often followed by a series of specific instructions and provisions. One of the most notable features of the Book of Leviticus is its emphasis on ritual purity and holiness. The book contains a number of laws and regulations that relate to the cleanliness and the separation of the Israelites from other nations and cultures. For example, the book contains instructions on the proper way to conduct oneself while in a state of ritual impurity, and it also includes laws on the handling of bodily fluids and the disposal of waste. The Book of Leviticus also contains a number of passages that describe the various sacrifices and offerings that were to be made to God by the Israelites. These offerings include burnt offerings, grain offerings, and peace offerings, and they were intended to express the Israelites' devotion and gratitude to God. Despite its focus on laws and regulations, The Book of Leviticus also contains a number of passages that reflect on the compassionate and merciful natures of God. For example, the book includes laws on the treatment of the poor and disadvantaged, and it emphasizes the importance of showing kindness and compassion to others. Another notable aspect of the Book of Leviticus is its emphasis on the role of the priests in the Israelite community. The book contains a number of laws and regulations that pertain specifically to the duties and responsibilities of the priests, who were responsible for conducting the sacrifices and offerings and for overseeing the religious rituals of the Israelites. One of the primary duties of the priests was to serve as mediators between the Israelites and God. They were responsible for offering the sacrifices and offerings on behalf of the Israelites, and for making intercession for the people before God. The priests also played a central role in the process of atonement, which was the means by which the Israelites could obtain forgiveness for their sins. The Book of Leviticus also includes a number of laws and regulations that pertain to the consecration and ordination of the priests. These laws outline the qualifications and requirements for becoming a priest, and they describe the various rituals and ceremonies that were associated with the ordination process. In addition to their religious duties, the priests also played a political and social role in the Israelite community. They were often consulted on legal and moral issues, and they served as leaders and advisors to the people. The Book of Leviticus reflects this multifaceted role of the priests, and it provides a detailed portrait of the duties and responsibilities that they were expected to fulfill. Overall, the Book of Leviticus is a crucial text for understanding the role of the priests in the Israelite community, and for appreciating the central place that they held in the religious life of the Israelites. It is a rich and complex text that offers a wealth of insights into the religious practices and beliefs of the ancient Israelites, and it continues to be an important source of inspiration and guidance for the people of faith today. The Book of Leviticus is the third book of the Hebrew Bible, and it is part of the Torah. It is named after the tribe of Levi, and it contains the laws and instructions given to the Israelites by God through the prophet Moses. The Book of Leviticus is divided into three main sections: the duties and responsibilities of the priests, the holiness code, and the laws and regulations specific to the Israelites. It emphasizes ritual purity, holiness, and the importance of sacrifices and offerings. The priests play a central role in the book, serving as mediators between the Israelites and God and fulfilling political and social responsibilities. The book also reflects the compassionate and merciful nature of God and emphasizes the importance of showing kindness and compassion to others. In addition to its legal and moral content, the Book of Leviticus is notable for its literary style and structure, and it continues to be an important source of inspiration and guidance for people of faith today. Thank you for walking through the Word with Jordan Jackson.